So you're thinking about moving to Seattle, Washington, but you don't actually want to live right in Seattle. You prefer to live a little further out. Well, in today's video, we are going to go over the top 5 suburbs in the greater Seattle area. We're going to go over the top pro and con of each area, as well as hop in my car and show you around a little bit. And we are going to get after it right now. If this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in the greater Seattle area, then be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you'll be the first to know about our Seattle real estate market. My name is Jess, my husband Sterling and myself are realtors in the greater Seattle area. Our team gets calls and texts every day from people just like you looking to make their move to the area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're planning to make your move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We would love to help you make that smooth move to the greater Seattle area. So as I mentioned, we are going to be covering the top 5 suburbs in Seattle. And just so that you know, we're going to be skimming the surface of these suburbs. We're not going to be diving in deep and going over all the pros and all the cons of each area. However, we have created individual videos that have pros and cons, vlog walking tours, and map tours of each of these suburbs. So if this piques your interest, one of them stands out to you, or multiple, you can find those other videos and dive in deeper if you'd like. But this is just going to give you a good overview of the top 5 suburbs in Seattle. So coming in at number 5 is going to be Bothell. Now, it's important to note that there are several suburbs that could have made this number 5 spot. However, given the things like amenities, proximity, schools, cost of living, Bothell ranks at number 5 because it's the most affordable while also ranking pretty high in the other categories. So it has great schools, it has decent amenities. The location, while it is further out, and that is actually going to be my con for Bothell, is that depending on where you need to get in the greater Seattle area, it could be a little bit further out of the way. It is located on the northeast end of Lake Washington. And so if you are trying to commute into Seattle every day, Bothell is probably not going to be your first choice because it is going to take you longer to get into Seattle. However, if you only need to go to Seattle occasionally, then Bothell is a fantastic choice. And if you work on the east side of Lake Washington, let's say in Kirkland or Redmond or even Bellevue, it is going to be a good location. You will still have to do some commuting, but given the fact that it does have great schools and that it has other great amenities right within Bothell itself, and the cost of living is fantastic, that could be a good option for you. And with that, let's go ahead and jump in my car and take a look around. So Bothell has an A rating for their public schools. It's 26 minutes to downtown Seattle. Now, that is generous, and that would be not during rush hour. If you're looking at rush hour, it's probably going to be closer to 45 minutes to an hour, just depending on which route you take to get into Seattle. So that's why I mentioned as it being one of the cons is that it is going to take you longer to get into Seattle if it's a daily commute. If it's not, and you can go on non-rush hour times, 26 minutes is about right. It's going to take 40 minutes to get to the airport. The population is around 47,355 people. The median home value is around $875,000. The median income is around $116,578. And 65% of residents own their own home. And coming in at number 4 is going to be Kirkland. Now, Kirkland is located just north of Bellevue. It's on the east side of Lake Washington, and it neighbors Redmond, so it's just west of Redmond. Now, Kirkland is fantastic because it has a very laid-back beach town vibe to it. It has a really cute downtown area with shops and restaurants. It has great parks and spaces that you can walk along the water. And because it's on the east side of Lake Washington, it faces west. So you can grab a bite to eat and walk along the beach and watch the sunsets. It's a fantastic area. The biggest con to Kirkland is going to be a con for most of these other suburbs, and that is just the high cost of living. It is very expensive to live in Kirkland, so unless you have a job, a high income earning job that can support that, it will be a little bit more difficult. And with that, let's hop in the car and look around. Kirkland has an A+ rating for their public schools. It's 19 minutes to downtown Seattle in good traffic, 33 minutes to the airport. The population is around 91,656 people. The median home value is around $1,086,527. The median income is around $121,998. And 62% of residents own their own home. And coming in at number 3 is going to be Bellevue. I think one of my favorite things about Bellevue is the abundance of natural outdoor beauty and space that it has. It has some really great parks like Maidenbower Bay Park, where you can get great views of Lake Washington, you can walk along the water, you can go swimming, paddleboarding. It also has the Bellevue Botanical Gardens that not only have great trails to enjoy the variety of plants that it offers, but you get some great views of downtown Bellevue. And it has so many other parks that have walking trails, so you don't have to leave Bellevue to enjoy the great outdoors. Another really great benefit is all of the great shopping that Bellevue offers. So it has Bellevue Square Mall that has 200 stores, it has Lincoln Square, and the shops at the Bravern. Now, like I mentioned before, one of the biggest cons to living in Bellevue is going to be the high cost of living. So unless you have a high income earning job, it will be difficult to live in Bellevue. However, if you can afford it, it could be a great option. Another con would be the fact that it has just a little less character than, let's say, the Seattle side. So Seattle tends to have more unique shops and restaurants, whereas Bellevue has more chain stores. So just depending on your style and what you prefer, that is something to consider. So let's go ahead and hop in my car and take a look around. Bellevue has an A+ rating in their public school system. It's 16 minutes to downtown Seattle, 27 minutes to the airport. The population is around 149,365 people. The median home value is around $1.5 million. The median income is around $140,252. And 52% of residents own their own home. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Redmond. And Redmond's fantastic because it's so centrally located on the east side. So if you have a job that's located on the east side, whether it's in Bellevue or Kirkland or in Redmond, it is a great location where you're not going to have to spend a lot of time in your car on your daily commute. It also has a great transit system as well, and it has plenty of shops and restaurants. However, if you want more variety of shopping, restaurants, nightlife, you will want to head into Bellevue. So that would be more on the cons list for Redmond, is that it doesn't have quite the amenities that Bellevue does. But you're only 15 to 20 minutes from Bellevue, so it might not be too big of a con. Now, let's hop in my car and take a look around. Redmond has an A+ rating for their public school system. It's 21 minutes to downtown Seattle, 36 minutes to the airport. The population is around 72,166 people. The median home value is around $1 million. The median income is $147,000. 49% of residents own their own home. And coming in at number 1, best suburb in Seattle is going to be Mercer Island. Mercer Island is the best of both worlds. You have beauty, you have privacy, you have seclusion, you have a vibrant community feel to Mercer Island, while also being really close to both downtown Seattle and Bellevue. So you're under 14 minutes to both locations, which have tons of shoppings, restaurants, and other amenities. The biggest downside to Mercer Island is the fact that it is very expensive to live there. So the median home value is over $2 million. So unless you can afford that, that will be a challenge to live on the island. But if you can, it is a fantastic place to live. Now, let's hop in my car and take a look around. Mercer Island has an A+ rating for their public school system. It's 14 minutes to downtown Seattle, 26 minutes to the airport. The population is around 25,506 people. The median home value is around $2.5 million. The median income is around $170,000. 68% of residents own their own home. And with that, we hope that you found this video helpful. What's your favorite suburb? Did I get it in my list? If not, I'd love to hear from you what your favorite suburb is and why. And if you'd like to dive in deeper to any of these suburbs, we do have a full vlog walking tour, we have a full map tour, and pros and cons video of each suburb. So if you want to dive deeper, be sure to check those out. And with that, whether you're planning to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, send us a text. We would love to help you make your smooth move to the greater Seattle area. And until next time, we hope to see you around town.